Hey guys, Cal here bringing you another video. This one is going to be Clan Capital Peak 7 War Weekend Attacks. And this is going to be a really easy and lazy way to 2-star most of the bases. You can 2-star Dragon Cliffs, but that is more of an archer strategy. And I want to really focus on the ones that are just the same attack here. So, I have a really big belief in the Golem. I think he is very easy to use, and that's the big takeaway. I think no matter what skill level you are at in the game, it's very easy to drop a Golem and then use a rage spell where he's going to be encountering a bunch of damage / crossing a big gap. Because when it comes to the Golem, the only thing really holding you back is time. So that's why we have brought the rage spell. I've done a lot of testing with the other spells, and even though heal and freeze make more sense if you have infinite time as it keeps his health up, it's usually not that what usually stops you. What makes you go from a 2 attack win to a 3 attack win is never the defenses, it's always the time. So that was just the first attack here. We're going to be going through them really quickly, as doing them live I've tried, but it is really slow and boring. So that's just what we're doing here. The Golem, very low commitment. As you see, we're raging through here, mostly because where you rage, you want it to be where there is a lot of travel time or damage. Right there was a lot of damage really close by, so I used the rage to get it through quicker so my Golem takes less damage, but also so it gets one less hit on that giant cannon. Sorry if we go pretty fast here. You can definitely slow it down and back it up as needed, but pretty much you're just using your archers to chip out and take away some of the defenses around that may be hitting your Golem that the Golem isn't going to go towards, or just to clear out the trash here. So here, I'll pause right here. The reason why I put the rage right here is so that we can take out this high HP building quicker, and so that when it leaves this building, it will get raged up while leaving, making it so the trip is a little bit quicker. Messed up on the rage, it gets a little bit there, but usually, unless you've only taken out 50% of the base last time, the extra boost isn't super necessary. I believe we would have taken this out regardless, even if we didn't have the rage at all. So here we're going to take it out. Another great thing about the Golem is that he's huge, takes up a lot of troop space, so you'll get a lot more bonus raid medals for winning with him still alive here. So, oops. We're going to go to Balloon Lagoon, which, if it hasn't been altered like this, is really nice. We drop the Golem, and because, I'll pause it one more time, because the Golem is going to go this way, the highest damage will be these, let me actually change the color here, will be these double cannons here. So, through dropping a rage here, not only will it make it so that we take out these these problematic defenses quicker, we'll get to them quicker, and also pass through that gap a little bit more quickly. So making sure that you're utilizing your rages is probably the hardest part of this attack. It's also very versatile. You can use whatever supporting troops you want with the Golem. We're going to see one where I use rocket loons. But the archers are just great because they can chip out and snipe out buildings that your Golem may have left at low HP, like after that, or just hit buildings while this Golem is tanking to free up time. So here we have this Golem tanking all these defenses right here. So because of that, I dropped some archers here to snipe it out while they were being distracted. I guess the Golem walked out of the range of this sniper tower, this spear thrower, so we couldn't do that as easily. But right here we have all the defenses being tanked, so we sent our archers, but there was traps. So the thought process is there, but the execution wasn't quite there for that one. But just drop the golem and leave. And definitely, if you have skill with other attack strategies and you can do a better attack than this, definitely go for it. I'm making this video mostly for people that are struggling in clan capital, always at the bottom of their war, of their clan, and want an attack that is easy, that they can feel like they're doing really well. And the golem attack strategy, pretty easily 2-shots, and if you run out of time or the base just doesn't work out for you, you can definitely very easily 3-shot, and 3-shotting is definitely perfectly fine. It's when we hit those, if you're hitting 4 or above, maybe you need to try a different strategy, and this golem strategy, it's very difficult to ever go above 3 because of how easy it is. It's just one troop, and you just watch him kind of walk around the base. So we're about to hit this part of the video where we do have to talk about Inferno Towers. So I'm going to go slow here. Inferno Towers, we're dropping a Rage beforehand to get to this Inferno Tower quicker and one-shot it. But this is why we bring Rage spells, or not Rage spells, Lightning spells. The Lightning spell will reset the Inferno Tower beam. So if we look at the beam, it slowly gets bigger over time, and you just want to zap it when it gets big and scary. It has 3 levels to it, 1 being really thin, 2 being a little bit thicker, and the third one is really where the danger zone is. Because we were so close to those Inferno Towers at the beginning of the raid, we just stopped them at the 2nd level to minimize as much damage as possible. However, if you're going into a base that has a deeper Inferno Tower, definitely going and letting it and zapping it before it hits the 3rd level and tanking the 2nd level is valid as well. This one is going to be the one where we alter the army comp a little bit, but even then we didn't need to. Sometimes if you really want to maximize the into attacks, you will have to make some adjustments, but if you don't want to make any adjustments, it just means you'll get it in 3. Here we're doing a little bit of funneling to get our golem going the correct direction, and here we're actually going to be using our rage spell. Let me go again, in this danger zone right here with the double cannon. So when it moves up this way, we will then drop a rage around this area. So let's go watch it again. Here we're dropping archer towers, and this is a good example of when things are being tanked again. So we're dropping it to take out these defenses as we move along the outside. And you'll notice that even though we're going pretty fast, that these archers here are getting a lot of value sniping out everything because this golem is tanking for it. Towards the end, it didn't really matter because the golem one-shots everything, so it doesn't matter how much chip the archers do, but they did take out 1 defense that we wouldn't have gotten otherwise. So here, because we want to maximize, this right here is a very big gap here. Oops, a big gap. So to get from here to here might be quite difficult. Ooh, green is a terrible color. I know that my golem will easily be able to take out this section with a rage. So to save time, I brought some rocket balloons because we can direct target each one of these air targeting defenses and take it out, saving us a lot of time in that area. So let's just go straight into it. Raging into these high HP buildings, and we already destroyed it over there. That was a bit quick, but we're going to come up, zap this out. And the balloons are faster than the golem, so they will go and take this one out right there. So that is going to be it for the video. We can do clan capital peak, but the clan capital peak is so different in variance that though we can use the golem, and you know what, we'll show a golem attack anyways, but it's because all town halls are so different, Sometimes you can get in 3 and sometimes you can get in 4. This one we could have gotten in 3, but we just came a little bit short. But we'll just show this one anyways. Because of how big and how many buildings there are, the golem is going to move quite slowly through the base, and time becomes really an issue. You also have these big defenses that are blocked behind town halls sometimes, so you can't really get there. But it's all about pathing. I drop a rage right here to get this golem moving and trying to path him into the base, going really strong. And he just goes in a straight line here. It goes straight through the base. And this is where archers are really nice because we can then snipe out buildings here and there. But once we're in the core, there's just so much damage that you can't really utilize the massive tankiness of that golem. So here, we didn't really know what to do, so we kind of went down the middle because there's no point in going straight into this town hall as there's that inferno tower there. So we just raged because there's the double cannons once again, one-shotting everything in the core and moving on. We got unlucky with some traps, and definitely if you are scared of traps, you should drop an archer for 2 barbarians. But I don't like testing for traps because if I use a barbarian and there is no traps, then it's essentially I wasted half an archer, and if they take me out, they take me out, you know? So here is where we were hoping to get the 3rd attack in, but we tried our best to like open up this wall to maybe get behind and try sniping out that inferno tower. It didn't work out, so we have to just brute force it here, and this is where we're kind of waiting for the 3rd level to go, and then we do take it out. But I didn't see that this building was down here anyways, but we just didn't have through the mess ups earlier, we just didn't really have the power to get through this final section here, and the golem does indeed go down to these final defenses. But I didn't actually see this thing in the bottom here, so I did drop this, and I was curious why it didn't end so quickly, and then I figured it out and dropped the barbarian there. So for the clan capital peak, definitely it works, but it can be very difficult dependent on the base. So just for the sake of it, I do recommend doing them on all of these, and maybe having someone else take out Dragon Cliffs and Clan Capital. If you just want to use the one army and not change it at all, you can definitely take out Clan Capital Peaks. It pretty much purely depends on where the Inferno Towers are placed and how easily those are for you to access. But hopefully you all did enjoy the video. Hopefully you can use the Golem successfully and get yourself some points. I do really enjoy this Golem, especially because I was getting tired of sneaky archers. He does fill a similar role as sneaky archers, but he does it just a little bit quicker and with a little bit less of a constant need to pay attention to your attack. So hopefully you all did enjoy the video. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.